Well, hello and welcome to another edition of Behind the Lens Video Style. Well, here we are, the final game of the regular season. Game 10, Week 10, the Backyard Brawl, Senior Night, Riverdale. What else can you ask for? Let's get started. I got 3 topics. Yes, sir. Let's see what Mr. Craig has got to say. Oh, it's the other game down the road. Smyrna, Steve Wilson, Oakland's Christian Adams. Well, we know where Tom will be tonight. Let him rock and roll. We'll have our own game here, but that will be a great game. Dogs and Patriots down the street at the Dog Pound. So, with that, let's look at our next and first topic. Well, right here it is. Sometimes we got to call an audible. Yep, that's right. Yesterday I was supposed to go to Pittsburgh. My flight left at 6:05, and I was supposed to fly out. Well, long story short, at the exit where I was supposed to get off, it was just a little bit of a small accident. I had to reroute my trip and go around the long way to the airport. I got there, parked in short term, and took one in the belly on the parking and figured I could make it. Got in there. It was 17 minutes before that plane of Southwest was supposed to go to Baltimore. They told me I wouldn't be going to Baltimore. Quick decision as the lady pecked the keys. We went through the Southwest. I said, ma'am, I got to get to Pitt. I got a meeting. She punched the keys. She did everything she could. But she said, I could get you there at 12:55. Well, I didn't need to be there at 12:55, and that was going to route me to Chicago. Well, then that was going to mess up the leg home. And it just was not going to be smart. When you think about it, if I was going to get on the ground at 12:55, well, that's 12:55 pit time. It takes 45 minutes to get out to corporate headquarters, even if I had a helicopter. So sometimes I had to make a decision and decide. So she printed the tickets, and I was ready to go to Chicago and then go on into Pitt. Thought about it a minute. I turned and looked at her and said, can I get all my money back and fly another day? She said, you sure can. Crown Castle hired me to sell tower space. I had to call an audible. Had to make a quick decision. Had to think about the company. Had to take one in the belly and decided it wasn't good for me to fly today. You can't always get what you want. Sometimes you just get what you need, just like the stone said. So with that, that's your first topic. It's sometimes you got to call an audible. You got to do what's right for the company. You know, you may not get your name in the paper, but you take one for the company. You got to be a company man. You got to be a team player. Individualism will kill you. You got to be on the team. You got to think about the big picture. So let's move on to topic number 2. Topic number 2. Oh, just got his picture all over the daggone paper. He's in here for the race cars and everything. Yep, well, here it is. Let's talk about it. It's going on everywhere. It's called The Beginning and the End. Yes, it is game 10. And some of you that do play high school football in other areas are probably going to hang up your helmet on Monday or Tuesday. You're thinking, it's the end. It's the end. It's definitely the Omega. I've reached the end. But really, have you? Could be the beginning if you look at it from a different picture. NASCAR, it's ending up. Baseball, it's ending up. Basketball, it's starting. Wrestling, it's getting ready to start. Football, we're in our prime time. We're getting ready to do the playoffs. So, you know, sometimes you think about it, is it the beginning or is it the end? Coach Shad was having devotion on Wednesday night when we did Inside the Headset. And he was talking to the kids about the beginning and the end. He was talking about the end of his high school career when he twisted his knee in Coffee County. He had aspirations. He wanted to go and play college football, like a lot of you all do. Like I had an aspiration that thought that I would run on the court at Rupp Arena. About the only way I was going to get out there is if I snuck out there or got a press pass or did something like that. But you know, I mean, it's just that away. You got to accept those things and realize what you're good at, what you're not good at. But it could be the beginning of something new and interesting. No different than I'm learning to play the guitar. Some days I have good days and some days I have bad days. Just remember, when that beginning and end starts, you'll give up something and you'll gain something, as Mom always says. With that, let's move on to the final topic, which is tonight, the Backyard Brawl, the Riverdale Warriors, Ron Adelot, Fear the Spear, the Pony, all that. Senior night, the Inferno. What more do you want? 7:30 right here. Let's all gather up, the game 10, and then Saturday we're going to find out where we're going. And that road will be laid. And then we'll turn the behind the lens over to the seniors, Jess Patton and his crew, and Hunter Thompson and the rest of them, and they'll guide us through the final postseason, and we'll see if we can go a little further each and every week. Or they'll put the lens to bed and they'll hang up their helmets. It's up to them. It's in their hands now. Philip will call the plays, and we'll just run them and see what happens and see if they know what to do and execute. With all that, 7:30 tonight here at the Inferno. Riverdale Warriors take on the Blackman Blaze. Senior night. If you see us at the game, give us a shout. God bless, take care, and from a man who truly delivers, the Stork.